Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Thursday, January 6, 2021, and this is my post-market wrap-up. Sit down, relax, and let's come together. We have a lot to talk about. We got even more bad economic news today on top of the abysmal jobs numbers with regard to continuing claims at 1.754 million. Another 207,000 people last week applying for first-time unemployment benefits. And we got more information that's not going to surprise you at all. We got the trade deficit here, another record high. People, how many of you are even in the slightest bit shocked, surprised, aghast, whatever the word may be, that debts and deficits continue to hyperballoon? Do you really believe this is just an accident, that we're seeing debts and deficits balloon beyond anyone's wildest imaginations? No. In no way are you surprised about that, because I've been explaining this since time immemorial. Anyway, people, let's start off with the markets here. So, as I am doing this lovely blog here, the S&P 500 is about 2% off of a new all-time record high. Now, it's so insane to me how people are who don't I don't know what they think, honestly. So I'm getting bombarded with emails from people and even comments on this blog about how this is it. It's a top. This market is going to fall 50. Apparently, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki is claiming that we are due for an imminent market crash. Someone wrote to me today and sent me an article or a video where Mr. Kiyosaki, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, sir, said that we are in for an imminent 79% fall with regard to the S&P 500. Well, look, how about no? Okay. It's just too much. Anyway, look, we're going to continue to get these kind of calls. And I am going to continue to hear from people who I don't know what their problem is. They're afraid. They buying the bullshit, the dog shit. The market, again, like I just said, yeah, we've had a little volatility lately. We are 2% off of a new all-time record high with regard to the S&P 500. Are you kidding me? And people are getting worked up about this. Stay out of the market. I don't know what to tell you. If you are that fearful about a market, the S&P 500, that is about 2% off of a record, and that's rattling you, what are you doing? How do you even get through life? Can you wake up in the morning to an alarm clock and eat breakfast and have a cup of coffee without having a complete meltdown? I just really want to know what makes people function. And look, I wish this market would fall further, but I don't think it's going to. I think the market now is starting to kind of adapt to the nonsense we got out of the Fed with regard to what they're going to do, meaningful rate hikes moving forward. They're going to be very aggressive here. They're finally ready to combat inflation. Yeah, right. They don't care about that. The Fed is going to continue to inflate, just like every other central bank in the world. They're going to continue to inflate and freaking inflate, people. That's their job, is to inflate. I told you, it's the nature of the beast. It's the debt-based economic model. Henceforth, why debts and deficits and everything else continue to balloon. Oh, yeah, did you hear this one? Our economy is so strong right now. It's so incredibly strong that Congress is pondering sending tens of billions of dollars to distressed businesses here in the United States. Well, let me see. Maybe I need to be a rocket scientist for this one. Our economy is booming. We're doing fantastic. But Congress needs to, I guess, bail out or stimulate businesses here in the United States because they can't survive. How does that work? How does that jive with an economic boom or a strong economy? It doesn't, does it? No, it doesn't. It's all shit. And what is this really about? Borrowing cash from the future because we don't have that money. Where would that cash come from? Let's say our illustrious retards in Congress say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to send out X amount of tens of billions of dollars to U.S. businesses who can't survive because our economy is so strong. Where does the cash come from? We don't have it. We're broke. Well, we borrow it. That's where we get it from. Are you kidding me? Like I said, we got to continue to borrow in greater and greater amounts and come up with reasons to borrow even more. Wow, it's so out of control. But that's the story. Let me touch on a few other things here. So cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is around 43,000. Go back to the video that I did on Sunday, just this past Sunday. My markets a look ahead. One of my top 10 trends for 22 was extreme volatility in the crypto space. So this is no surprise to you, nor should that rattle you. You should expect it. And again, if you can't handle the crypto space or the stock market, get out. Get out. It is not for you. Look, investing, trading is not for everybody. A lot of people need to, go work at a 9 to 5 and collect a steady paycheck and not worry about fluctuations in bankrolls or anything like that. And I suggest for these kinds of people, get out of the market altogether. Just get out. It's not for you. Look, what are we doing? As lions or people who are stacking gold and silver, understanding why you're doing that, holding cryptocurrencies, we are, in fact, speculating. And with that comes risk. And with that comes fluctuations in your bankroll. That's just the nature of the beast. You understand? But again, if we just adhere to the strategy that we've been utilizing for years now, we're okay. Again, we're in this market. We're looking for opportunities to buy stocks cheaper. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Tech stocks. I'm not in the business of picking tops or bottoms. And anyone who's out here who believes that they're in that business of picking market tops and bottoms, you're in a losing business, okay? Can't do it. But I'm just going to throw this out here for my lions, okay? I'm going to send this out to all of you when I finish this video blog in my free newsletter, link in the description of this video. But I'm going to give you a little taste right now. It might be time to start nibbling at the Qs, the triple Qs. You might want to start getting in here. Now, I am not saying go all in, people. I'm saying start to nibble. You understand? To put a little cash to work in the Qs right now, my lions. And just wait. I am not convinced, nor am I not convinced or convinced in any way that this is bottoming out. Again, I don't pick tops. I don't pick bottoms. And anyone who does that is, frankly, an idiot. It can't be done. We trade trends. And we look for signs, obviously. But I believe the market is going to realize that the dog shit from the Fed with regard to meaningful rate hikes, with regard to unwinding their balance sheet. We heard from Fed Bullard today. We'll talk about that in a moment. Fed Bullard, I mean bullshit. He has a few things on his mind he wants to share with all of us, and I'll share that with you in just a moment. But the fact of the matter is, look, our economy is in dire shape. You need more proof? Well, Congress wants to throw tens of billions of dollars at failing U.S. businesses because they can't cope. But our economy is really, really strong. You know it is because they're telling you. No, it's not strong. It could not be worse, as a matter of fact. And I'm not just talking about the economy here in the United States. It's a global economic freefall. Crude oil right now, people, about $80 a barrel. $80. And if you think that's high, you ain't seen nothing yet. I am sticking to my projection here. Food and energy prices, regardless of anything else, are going to continue to skyrocket. So be prepared. If you don't want to be a speculator in this market, go take up a second job. Because you are going to be facing much harder times moving forward. Anyway, so let's move forward here. So I already explained to you about the trade deficit, another record on the back of this unexpectedly high jobs number that we got today. And this is the numbers they're allowing you to know. You understand that? Kind of like how the Federal Reserve has been saying, oh yeah, we're going to hit that 2% target. That's our goal. Now we're at 7% with regard to inflation. You can't believe a damn thing. out of the propaganda ministry, the Federal Reserve, our politicians who don't work for us, and none of them do. It's just a scam. Okay, they put a figurehead in there for people to worship, lick their feet, and everything else. And all they do is get screwed by these individuals. And some of them even call for negative rates and get cheers. Some of them even call for a weaker dollar and got cheers too. Who am I talking about? Yeah, Donald Trump. And you got this current freak. Look, they're all freaks, but they don't work for you. You have no representation. Get used to it. If you still believe in the old system, well, you still believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy as well? It doesn't exist. Anyway, people, let's talk about this here. So we got this creature today, Fed President Bullard. Now, what he sees, his vision for 22 is 3 rate hikes. Okay. Even in the event that we were to get 3 rate hikes this year, they will be so small, so infinitesimal, that it would not make any difference whatsoever at all. And as a matter of fact, the market's going to go higher on the back of every time the Fed decides to raise rates, because it's going to be meaningless, absolutely meaningless. And then he goes on to say, he wants to allow the Federal Reserve's balance sheet to shrink. Well, how the hell is he expecting to pull that off? Who in their right mind would buy debt that the Fed is holding that is yielding nothing in a rising rate environment? Nobody. Hello out there. Are you hearing me? But you see, these freaks like Fed President Bullard think you're retarded. You see, and I know that you're not retarded. People, maybe I need to go to anger management school or something along the lines, because, yeah, I am angry about everything. And I've been angry for quite a long time. And anyone who is not angry, I don't know what's wrong with you. This environment of lies and propaganda and deception on an incredible scale as we march towards a financial freaking meltdown. Again, we're already in an economic meltdown. It's just a matter of the markets following, and that ain't going to happen for a long time, despite what people like Robert Kiyosaki is trying to tell you. 79% fall in the market. Where'd you come up with that number, sir? 79? Really? Not 80? Not 78? 79? Or is that what your magical calculator is telling you? Look, I don't like to sit here and pick on people, but when you have a guy, this particular one, who admits he has no skin in the game, he's not in the stock market, but now he's warning of an imminent crash of 79%, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we're on the same page, he and I, in other aspects of the market, but we obviously do not see at all eye to eyeball with regard to this. Look, what's the deal with these kinds of people? Most of them, they're not in the market at all. You got freak after freak who's been calling for this market to meltdown week after week, month after month, and they're not even in the market. All they're trying to do is draw attention to themselves, really. All they're trying to do is, I don't know, maybe they're deliberately trying to mislead people, because those people who follow those kind of freaks have been told to stay out of the market during the biggest bull run we've ever seen. And they could have been making the system work for them. Instead, no. They were told to stay out of the market. And that bothers the living shit out of me. I'll be honest with you, because if we don't weaponize this dog shit system against those that are trying to hurt us, then we lose. I promise you, you'll never lose on my watch. You will never lose on my watch. We got this covered from every freaking angle. We know what to expect. For example, volatility, extreme volatility in the crypto space. Did you see what happened to gold and silver today? It got destroyed. Silver fell like over 4%, gold like 2%. What does this mean? You're going to sell all your positions? Or are you going to continue to bet against the debt and become your own central bank? Understanding that debts and deficits are going to continue to hyperballoon. You don't think you should be on the opposite side of that trade for the long run? Look, physical gold, physical silver, and cryptos are not trades for Greg Mannarino. No, these are things that I hold for the long run. You understand? There's a lot of people who trade these things. Maybe you want to talk to the crypto kid about trading crypto? Ain't my thing. I don't do that. I am a very safe trader. I think I used to be very reckless and watch my bankroll have incredible swings to the upside and into the downside. But I have kind of switched that around for a while, and I've been telling all of you what to do. Be in the market, large cap dividend paying stocks. Trade around your positions. Let's say you own XYZ, bank XYZ, okay? That's paying a nice fat dividend. You trade around it. You set up credit spreads. You're selling puts on the market. And this is how you make it work. And at the same time, hedging yourself by betting against debt, becoming your own central bank. You ignore the fluctuations in risk-off assets. Risk-off being gold, silver, and yes, cryptocurrencies, because you realize where this is going. At least I hope you do if you follow this blog. Anyway, people, look, so that's the story today. Kind of lovely, if you ask me. But what else would you expect in this freak show? It's pretty freaky. But at the same time, isn't it fun? It really is. Look, yes, this stuff does get to Greg Mannarino a little bit, but I laugh. I laugh about it just like you do, and never forget. And I think it has slipped my mind a little bit. We will remain surrounded in little puffs of loveliness. They're everywhere. They're every freaking where. All right, we just got to pay attention to them once in a while. Maybe that's what I need to do because, like I said, I am angry about the situation. The fact that people are getting destroyed, the fact that we're watching, we're literally sitting here and just watching an entire class of people be wiped out globally. I'm talking about the middle class. They're just going away. The way of the dodo bird. They're becoming extinct by design. And we got to hear the bullshit from people like Bullard, Bullard, about, oh yeah, oh, this is what's going to happen. Oh, we really do care about inflation. We're going to do something about it now. We only missed our target by hundreds of %. Oh, but now we're ready to do it. Now it's going to happen. Bullshit. You know it's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. And Bullard knows it's bullshit. All right. That's it, people. Look, love you a lot. I'm going to go relax. I'll see all of you in the morning. And I'm looking forward to that. See you later.